Burkina Faso, Russia and Traoré, what's really going on? Captain Ibrahim Traoré isn't just fighting battles, he's fighting to stay in power. After a deadly assassination attempt in April 2025, the young leader of Burkina Faso called in the big guns, literally. Russian commandos are now on the ground, protecting him and helping secure key parts of the government. That's no small move. It raises eyebrows across Africa and beyond. So the question is, why did Traoré choose Russia? What does Moscow gain from stepping into this high-stakes mess in West Africa? And can this strange alliance fix the chaos that's been tearing Burkina Faso apart? Let's unpack what's really going on, no fluff, just facts, context, and a few personal takes. Traoré's life on the line. Let's rewind for a sec. Ibrahim Traoré became Burkina Faso's leader in September 2022 after a military takeover, yes, another one. This country has had more coups than World Cup appearances. From the jump, Traoré faced threats from all sides. Internal opposition, insurgents running wild in the Sahel, and even factions within his own military gunning for power. It's like being the new kid at school, where everyone has knives. Then came the April 2025 coup attempt. But bravery isn't enough. He's walking a tightrope between foreign influence and national pride, between security and repression, between survival and real leadership. If he uses this moment to rebuild the country from the ground up, he might. Their plan? Storm the presidential palace, take over, and dismantle the entire structure he was trying to build. The attempt failed, barely. But it wasn't just a close call, it was a warning shot. Traoré wasn't just unpopular with enemies. He was a target. And when your own military starts feeling sketchy, it's time to look for help elsewhere. Calling in the Russians. What does a young leader do when he's surrounded by danger, has trust issues with his own people, and can't count on the West? Well, he calls Russia. Within days of the failed coup, Russian commandos were seen on the ground in Burkina Faso. And no, they're not there to smile and wave. These are highly trained operatives, special forces who know how to handle political chaos, counterinsurgency, and, let's be honest, the occasional assassination threat. Their mission is simple: protect Traoré, keep the government intact, train local forces, secure infrastructure, and make sure nobody else tries to pull what almost worked in April. The optics? Not subtle. It's a bold signal: I've got new friends now. And they don't play nice. Why Russia? Why not the West? This shift didn't come out of nowhere. There's history here. Burkina Faso, like many former French colonies, used to lean heavily on Paris. Military aid, counter-terrorism support, economic assistance, the works. But over the years, that relationship went sour. Here's why. Lack of results. French military presence in the Sahel didn't stop insurgent attacks. Public anger. Many citizens viewed the French as occupiers, not protectors. Strings attached. Western aid often comes with political conditions: reform this, fix that, do it our way. Traoré, and a growing chunk of the population, saw all that and said, nah, we're good. Enter Russia. Russia comes in with a different pitch: we'll help you, no lectures, no conditions. And for leaders on shaky ground, that's music to their ears. Geopolitical plot twist. But let's not pretend this is just about Traoré's survival. Russia has its own playbook. For Moscow, this is about planting roots. The Sahel is a hot zone, both literally and politically. It's where insurgency, gold, and power all collide. By stepping in now, Russia gets a military foothold in West Africa, strategic access to mineral-rich areas, leverage in African politics as Western influence fades. Russia's been making similar moves in Mali, the Central African Republic, and Sudan. So this isn't a one-off. It's part of a long game, and Burkina Faso is the latest piece on the board. French fallout and a clean break. For France, this was a slap in the face. They've been trying to hang on to influence in their former colonies, but it's slipping fast. Burkina Faso's rejection of French troops and embrace of Russia is just one more sign that Africa's turning the page. In fact, in 2023 and 2024, similar anti-French sentiment pushed them out of Mali and Niger. Burkina Faso joining that club? Not shocking. Many in the country viewed France's involvement as outdated, ineffective, and frankly patronizing. Traoré's message to the West was clear: thanks, but no thanks. Can this alliance actually fix anything? Now here's the big question: will this Russian alliance actually help? Maybe. But it's complicated. Sure, Russian commandos can protect leaders and train troops. That's helpful. But Burkina Faso's problems are deeper than security. We're talking poverty, displacement, collapsing infrastructure, youth unemployment, frustration with elites. Foreign troops don't fix those problems. And if Traoré focuses only on military solutions, he risks ignoring the stuff that makes people rebel in the first place. A military that doesn't always follow orders. Traoré's got another problem: his own army. In Burkina Faso, the military isn't just an institution. It's a political player. Historically, they've been both kingmakers and coup plotters. That April 2025 attempt? It wasn't outsiders. It came from inside the house, soldiers, officers, and insiders who wanted him out. Even now, there are whispers of tension inside the ranks. Some soldiers are loyal. Others? Not so much. That's why Traoré brought in outsiders. When you can't trust your own guys, it's safer to have protection that doesn't owe loyalty to your enemies. Gold, guns, and interests. Let's not ignore the bling in the room: gold. Burkina Faso has a lot of it. And guess who's very interested? Yep, Russia. In return for military support, there's speculation that Russia wants long-term economic access, especially in mining and infrastructure. So, what's the risk? That Burkina Faso trades one foreign controller, France, for another, Russia. If Traoré isn't careful, gold profits could fly out of the country just like before. The hope? That this deal is different. That it benefits the Burkina people, not just foreign banks. So, is this smart or reckless? Honestly, both. From a survival standpoint, Traoré made a clever move. He was nearly taken out. His options were limited. Russia offered quick, effective help. But in the long run, it could backfire. Aligning too closely with Moscow might isolate Burkina Faso from global support, aid, and trade. And if Russia's help turns into control, well, history might just repeat itself. What comes next for Burkina Faso? This Russian alliance isn't the end of the story. It's just the beginning. Now, Traoré has to build a functioning, unified government, calm the internal political storms, restore trust in the military, create economic opportunities, fix basic services, and keep insurgents at bay. That's a tall order. And foreign troops can only do so much. The rest is on him and the people around him. Final thoughts: will Traoré make it? Look, Traoré's got guts. He's young, bold, and willing to shake things up. But bravery isn't enough. He's walking a tightrope between foreign influence and national pride, between security and repression, between survival and real leadership. If he uses this moment to rebuild the country from the ground up, he might just pull it off. If not, the next coup attempt might not fail. Quick recap. Traoré survived a deadly coup attempt in April 2025. Russian commandos are now protecting him and training local forces. Burkina Faso's pivot to Russia marks a dramatic split from France. The alliance reflects both desperation and strategy. Long-term success depends on real reforms, not just foreign soldiers. Here are some of the questions people are asking. Question: why did Traoré turn to Russia? He needed help after a coup attempt and didn't trust the West. Russia offered quick support with fewer strings attached. Question: is Burkina Faso now a Russian ally? Not officially, but this move definitely strengthens ties. Question: could Russia exploit Burkina Faso's resources? That's the risk. The gold and minerals are attractive. It depends on how the deals are structured. Question: what's France doing about this? Not much they can do. They've lost ground in West Africa, and their influence is shrinking. What's your take? Is Traoré making the right moves? Or is this just one more leader gambling with his country's future? Let's hear it. Drop a comment, share your opinion, and if you like this kind of analysis on African politics, identity, and power, subscribe to the channel. We're all about telling the stories nobody else will. See you next time. And remember, just because the story is far away doesn't mean it doesn't affect the bigger picture.